Hi everybody, this is your reading for Wednesday the 31st of August. It's really nice to be with you today. I want to use the Dark Grimoire Tarot for this reading because I get a feeling for Wednesday the 31st of August that it's going to be a challenging day. And the message that I get intuitively is that you may feel like you've been through a lot in August. You have had the opportunity to do work on yourself, to let go of baggage, to release fear, and you've done that and made a lot of progress with it. But I think the 31st feels like all of the negative stuff that you've worked so hard to release comes back, and you really have to force yourself to continue, and you are kind of prompted to look at your life and to say, oh my God, look at it, and to be kind of horrified by all of the work that is yet to do and by all the negative stuff that's in your life. And the reason I feel all of this is there's an eclipse happening on September the 1st, and this is the build up to it. It's almost like your sense of identity becomes completely overshadowed by your fears, by your ego, and by the tough things in life. So that's why I want to use this deck, which is kind of darker in nature, because, you know, to understand the darkness, sometimes we have to cloak ourselves in darkness so we can navigate that kind of area in life. So let's see what's coming up. Wow, okay. So first card is the Fool, and the Fool is the 0 card of the major arcana. So it's before anything happens. And that's very interesting because this is before the eclipse. It's almost the energy that is around before anything actually happens. And you can see this guy in a straitjacket. They're locked into these feelings. And that's what I get for the day. That there will be a sense of, oh my God, I feel like everything negative in life is kind of honing in on me and making me feel trapped, and all I can do is sit with it and watch it go by, and I have to feel all my feelings and let it claw at me, and I've got no choice. And that's what I get for this day, a sense of powerlessness and a sense of being overwhelmed. The next card is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is about juggling things eternally. In this deck, we've got someone trying to murder someone. So certainly putting an end to things. And that's interesting because it's almost like you're working against the natural flow of life. It is a dark day. The sun is blocked by this shadow and is darkened. And you don't want to feel negatively. You want to feel positive. You want to have a great time. So you're actively digging yourself in by saying, no, I will not accept this. I will not feel bad. And it's by fighting against it that you make it worse. So accept the way things are, accept your feelings on this day, whatever they may be, look at them and let them do their thing and just sit there and watch them go by. Don't resist, don't fight anything purposefully. Just allow those negative feelings to come in and to flow out again. If you dig your heels in, you're actually just hanging on to negative feelings more. And life is eternal. Life has ups and downs, and this is one of those down days where if you take action, then you can solidify the negativity. But if you let it flow out, then you can see sunny days again. So the way, like for instance, let's say today feels really tough, and you decide, I'm going to have a drink here because I don't want to feel this. And you start drinking, and then the next day you also start drinking, and a year or two passes and suddenly you find yourself with a really unpleasant drinking habit. And that's the way to solidify the negativity into your life, because you take action based on negativity and fear today. If you allow this to flow by, things will look up again in future. So don't make any rash decisions. Don't make any major life decisions on this day. You are acting from a place of negativity and fear. Finally, we've got the World. Okay, the World is the last card of the major arcana. This is the first card. So what you've got to realize is that you are eternal, the way the pyramids are, the way the galaxy is, and all of these horrible faces threatening you, and all of these faces here, they can't harm you at all. You sit there, you have all knowledge of yourself as a spiritual being, and they can't touch you. All you have to do is ride this out and wait for the energy to go by and this eclipse to be over, and the sun will shine again. And you already know that. This woman has this book here in her lap. You know that you're perfect. You know that this isn't always going to be the way it is today. This too will pass. And you know that you're not going to be damaged by this day in any way. It's just one of those tough times in life where you just have to ride the wave. So if things look really grim in your life on this day, be aware that your personal perspective will add to that grimness and make it seem even worse. So please don't try and make any decisions around your living arrangements, about jobs, about finances, about relationships coming to an end on this day, because you will see it from the worst possible perspective, and you will only see the gloom and the darkness and the fear and the pain and the negativity, and you're not acting with your right mind. So any decision made on this day that affects your life and future, I think you'll come to regret it. If you take a job because you feel broke and you take a job you hate but you feel like you need to take it, that will take this energy and continue it into your future. So just let this day go by and see. Let's see what the best thing to do is on this day. Let's pull another card. What's the best thing to use with this darkness? What can we get out of this? Because the universe doesn't punish us, and it does have ups and downs, but the downs usually have a lesson or a gem within it. So what's the gem in this day? What can we gain from this day? What's this? The Hermit in reverse. The Hermit in reverse. Wow. Okay, so from darkness, from all this darkness, we can bring light. We can really discover about ourselves and discover our inner light. You know, when everything's pitch black, you can see the tiniest little light. When it's light outside, you can't see that. So because it is so dark, because the sun is blacked out, you can see the inner light that burns eternally within yourself, and you can actually identify it maybe for the first time and see where your spark of life truly is. So within all of this fear and negativity, you can find hope, and you can find the one thing about yourself that is eternally bright and positive and lighted. And if you get that for yourself and grab it and take a hold of it, then you've got a present out of all of this, and you can find the innermost most positive part of yourself that you can use and you can build your life around. Let's say that today you really discover that you're truly brave. Then you can take ownership of that, and whenever anything happens in future, you can say, I can handle this because I know I'm brave. I figured that out during that eclipse in 2016, that horrible time. It taught me about my true strength. Or if you discover this inner light that you can make a joke amidst all of this darkness, then you realize that you have a talent to turn negativity into comedy. And you discovered that because this tiny little light that you would never otherwise see became visible on this darkest of days. So you see, nothing is ever wasted here. Let's look at the numbers. We've got 21 and 2 is 23. And 9 is 32. 3 and 2 is 5. And 5 is freedom. So finding this little light, that's your mission for today. Find the lamp. Find the light within you, because that light is your freedom for the future. The thing that you discover on this dark day will be the gift and the gem in your life that will open up your whole future. So going back to that comedy example, the comedian who finds himself today will make a living with that and will find and will create a life that gives him ultimate perfect freedom, financially, emotionally, intellectually. So that's what this is. It's an amazing day. It's a day that can make your whole life. And that's why these eclipses are so powerful. Wow. So interesting what tomorrow has to hold when the eclipse actually happens, because the build-up here is amazing. So I hope you have a great day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. If you discover the light and you don't know how to interpret it, you don't know what to make of it, get in touch with me. We'll look at it together. gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab. Please remember to subscribe, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.